Hello, everyone. Welcome to BIPOC VampDay on this wonderful, glorious Friday, the 20th. To talk a little bit about BIPOC VampDay, it is an online event showcasing diverse vampires of color as well as highlight vampire folklore from all around the world. BIPOC VampDay 2023 was a fun affair, usual hashtag BIPOC VampDay, full of vampire goodness on social media, as well as local meetups and photo shoots. New additions this year will include the launch of Vampires of Color Volume 2, a partnership with a sister event, Cos Gala, and the live premiere of a special VTM gameplay on our new YouTube channel that Alyssa and I may or may not also be on, if you want to check that out literally at 8 p.m. also tonight. Our charity fundraiser raised nearly $2,000 for the Sickle Cell Disease Association of America and the help of some wonderful sponsors and their prizes. For 2024, we're ready to make this year's BIPOC VampDay even better than the last. Starting off for today, we will be playing a game called This Vamp Is Dust, which is actually a hack of Grant Howitt's The Witch is Dead, which is written also by Alyssa. So I'm going to kill Alyssa immediately in the first scene, just so y'all know. Don't get too attached. That is completely a joke. But to introduce all of us before we get right into this kind of like campy, what we do in the shadows kind of vibe that is trying to be Interview with a Vampire, it's going to turn into a lot of different things. My name is Josephine. I'm at Scary Dog Friend. You can find me at Nameless Domain and Bad House RPG, where I have run the, 81 by Night thing. We love to do all things with vampires, love to do all things with horror, and why not shake it up a little bit with like weird comedy stuff? I'm going to pass it off to Alyssa to introduce themselves.
Hi, y'all. I'm Alyssa. My pronouns are they, them. You can find me online at adisasterqueer. And today I am playing Buffy, who uses she, her pronouns.
Passing it off to Dimples.
Hello, everyone. I am DimplesNDice, storyteller myself. I am going to be playing Terrence Boyd. Both of us are he, hims. That's all I got for now.
Misha.
Hello. I am Manisha Bakshi. I go by Misha. I use she, he, and they pronouns. You can find me online at Misha's Voices on Twitter and Instagram. And today I am playing Elaine Sharma, pronouns she and her.
And Satine.
Hello, everyone. I'm SateenBonnet. My pronouns are my name and they, them. You can find me at Batty Bards, all queer, all trans, all black, ass butt shaking, live play. And I will be playing Sunny Baptiste, and their pronouns is they, she.
Excellent. Let me set the scene for all of my vampires here. We cut into a grainy alleyway, and then it immediately cuts. The cameraman drops the camera and then picks it, fumbling back up. And then we actually go into what seems to be a kind of relatively like brightly lit, like fairy lit walkway. And there's just this nice, surprisingly nice little like cookie store where there is a bear mascot with like adorable huge bear paws up on sort of like as a sticker decal. But there are unfortunately 4 different types of vampires sitting around very sullenly, kind of like moodily enjoying and eating cookies. Enjoying is a strong word. But to even bring you back to the story before we get to these cookie-eating vampires, we get into their origin. We get into like different flashbacks of like how Terrence died, how Sunny died, how Buffy died, and then how Elaine died in all sorts of ways. All of you rose alone, confused, and hungry. The sexy vampire crew found you, explained what you were, and promised to help shepherd you into this new phase of unlife. But in order to join the sexy vampire crew, you needed to band together and take down a vampire slayer. Literally any vampire slayer. Maybe you want to guarantee your safety. Maybe you're looking for revenge. maybe the concept of loneliness is trumping any sense of curiosity and self-exploration to the point you're psychosexualizing any attention in a community, despite the fact that maybe the sexy vampire crew is full of assholes. Well, anyway, you've located the nearest vampire slayer's hideout, and he's kidnapped the local cookie shop's bear mascot. The one who gives you any real purpose and sense of life other than the sexy vampires. Going around this group of sullen cookie-eating vampires, I'll bring it back around to Buffy. Can you tell us what you look like, and what is your vampire motive?
Buffy is a young, 20-somethings woman, fairly petite. She has what was a very cute, preppy pixie cut that has now been sort of dyed a dull black and shellacked back into almost like a pompadour. And she's wearing just this mess of leather and mesh and is clearly very uncomfortable in it. We see her sort of shift and the giant platform on her thigh-high boots get caught in the chair. And so she spends a couple seconds, just sort of figuring that out. I'm sorry, what was the other question? Oh, the motive is to be a cool, hot goth like all vampires are. And she's clearly doing it real well already.
Like all of them.
Exactly. Every vampire. Look at all the people around us right now at this table eating cookies.
What's your cookie order?
I think that her cookie order would be a snickerdoodle, but that's not goth enough. So they had these dark chocolate cookies, and she was like, I don't really like dark chocolate. It's too bitter for me, but the bitterness matches my soul now. And so that's what she has.
Oh my God. Okay. Enough of you. Hard cut. Dimples. Or rather, Terrence. Tell us, what do you look like and what is your vampire motive?
Okay. Well, Terrence is a light-skinned dude. He is your stereotypical pretty boy, but you'd never know it. He's the one that has the hazel eyes, the chiseled chin bones, but he's also dressed super duper awkward. So he's got a suit that's 3 times too big that kind of hangs off of him, a pair of shoes that kind of slide around on his feet. Everything looks like this is that the stereotypical movie from back in the day where you give someone glow up by taking off their glasses sort of thing. He is living that. And then his motive, he found out once he became a vampire that people are extraordinarily attracted to him, but he's never seen how that worked before. So it's to be less awkward, to have someone teach him how to be less awkward, because he stumbles over his words. He doesn't know that he's pretty.
Elaine, what is your cookie order?
Chocolate chip is the most boring order you could think of.
Do you get flaky salt on it, or it's just chocolate?
No, it's just a regular chocolate chip cookie.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, if they didn't bring him to a cookie shop, he'd be eating the ones from a package out of a grocery store.
Enough out of you. Elaine, what do you look like? What is your vampire motive?
So Elaine Sharma is in her late 40s or early 50s. You can't quite tell. She's extremely put together and coiffed in business casual, little high-heeled boots, a blazer over a nice, sensible red blouse. And she's always got her little notebook and her little pen with her. And she's frantically scribbling down things as she notices them. Her motivation is that she is an author. She is one of the most well-read and well-researched authors of vampire literature in the modern world. And she is going to find out personally the difference between every archived piece of vampire fiction and the reality of being a vampire. So far, the books are very wrong, but she hasn't been at this very long.
And your cookie order?
My cookie order is a snickerdoodle, nice and sensible with that little bit of cinnamon.
And last but not least, Sunny, what do you look like? What's your vampire motive?
So Sunny, as they watch all their friends cry, they're trying to match the feeling. They're sad, but they don't know why everyone else is really, really sad. So they're like, their hair is locked in what's it, waist, like not waist, shoulder length locks dipped in blonde, as they're a light brown skin and deep, deep dark brown eyes. They are buff, like the mixture between a heavy lifter and also muscle. So it's like fat and muscle together, as they're double shoving all these cookies. Their order is also snickerdoodles. So any leftovers from anybody else, they're like stuffing it in this. Tears keep falling down their face, and they're wiping off the crumbs as they lift up their, I would just say, crop top. Would hate to see them coming, because that's the only thing they wear: crop tops and tight pants. That's the only thing. That's their order of their life. And their motive is keeping their mother business open.
Yeah. While all of you again moodily eating, what is the sort of conversation here, as it is the effective first day without seeing that wonderful bear mascot doing like backflips and cartwheels, just trying to get this local cookie shop afloat? What's the plan? What are the machinations cooking right now, if any?
Hey guys, do you remember how he flipped? It was so cool.
The flips, they were pure artistry, honestly. And always so amusing. And whenever I saw those flips, I knew that the cookies would be fresh and hot. I miss those little flips.
Me too.
The cookies aren't the same without them.
I wish I was a bear.
You wish?
Then not actually have like fangs,
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me more about the not having fangs.
So like being a vampire, you're just like, yeah, cool, thanks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
we've all got them.
Yeah, everyone do.
Yeah. And
But
Tara's just like, it doesn't. They don't.
You don't.
Yeah, the first time I ate, I like literally just gnawed someone till I like just pulled. It took a very long time.
Yeah, I would imagine
Not
that
comfortable
would be
for either of us.
aggravating. And
So messy.
when you were human, sir, I don't know. Is that appropriate? Is that appropriate to ask somebody about their human lives? I don't actually know. But I'm gonna ask anyway. When you were human, did you have all of your teeth? Like you had all your teeth then. You just now don't have fangs.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
You've done studies on vampire stuff.
Well, I've never.
Right?
This is the first time I've seen anything like that. You know, there was one book. It was called.
It was unique called, in the worst way.
I think maybe this is the beginning of your secret origin story. Maybe you are some kind of special vampire, like in Bloodlines. Actually, let me see. Let me double check my notes on Bloodlines and see if there was a vampire in there that didn't have any fangs.
Is this you making us a roll just because?
No.
Okay.
No.
I think I look to Elaine and say, "Is this the unfinished book?"
Well, it's not quite finished. It's in publication. I think the first 2 books are out. I think there's supposed to be a 3rd one, but you know how trilogies go.
Mm-hmm. I think Sunny pulls out their phone and looks up Axe Jeeves and puts your book title in there. How do I get to it? Like, Axe Jeeves is like my source.
Oh.
The source.
Yeah, I think it should be listed on there.
Can you repeat the title?
It's called Bloodlines. I can't remember the author off the top of my head.
As Sunny is obviously fanning over Elaine's previous works, current works, even Buffy and Terrence, like, what's kind of the mourning or the planning happening between the two of you?
Go ahead, please.
No, I think Buffy is like thinking very deeply about your wish to be a bear and is like, in the costume, he has claws and fangs. Do we actually need to save him? Do you think he could just save himself?
That's the stream.
Wait, so we're saying there was a person? It's not a bear?
Well, he's a mascot.
So this is
Well,
not
I'm sure
a bear.
I'm sure it's a vampire in there. I
don't
think
vampire
bears
bear?
can flip like that.
Huh. What type of bear?
Well, not many
Those are
humans can
actually-
flip like that.
Okay, so
Very confused.
But even if he could save himself, we could. I mean, I miss him now, and who knows how long he'll take.
True. And maybe he'll give us some cookies in gratitude.
Oh my gosh, free cookies?
maybe I'll try different cookies if they're free.
Well,
And here, did you want this one? And she hands over the dark chocolate cookie that she has taken a single nibble out of before determining it was too bitter.
Everyone, please give me a perceive here.
Oh,
That's going to
God.
be a D10 plus your quick. And we'll say the task difficulty is going to be an 8.
I ain't get it. I got 7.
You got a 7. Please check one of the boxes on your danger tracker.
I got a 4.
Okay. Again, check one of your boxes in your danger tracker, please.
Yeah.
I got a 7. I don't got 0 points to that.
Okay, danger tracker. You suck, all of you.
I got my one good roll of the day, so I got a 13.
Beautiful. Amazing. So, Buffy, as you give over this dark chocolate cookie over, you're noticing what seems to be one of the representatives of the sexy vampire crew. They're wearing basically like what would just be like a blasphemous nun outfit. They're like hiding in like the shadow of like an alleyway corner, and her hair is like white and like thinning, and she just like looks so cool. She's like smoking a cigarette, and like she's got like blood stained, like aesthetically like crocheted tights. She just looks so cool. And she's just like literally standing in the shadow with kind of like a veil over her face so that you never see her face. And she's just like arms crossed and leaning against the brick. Are you guys seriously? Is the motive for the vampire slayer the bear mascot?
And you. I mean, obviously we care about you.
And then all of you are clued in now to who is Buffy is speaking to.
Holy shit, she's hot.
Well, we can't surmise his motives, but the facts remain. There is a vampire slayer, and the bear mascot is missing. So, putting 2 and 2 together.
What if they ran off together? What if they're in love?
Oh,
Then you would have to kill the bear mascot.
well, I
So
don't
we
want
got
to
to
do
kill
that.
the bear? We have to kill the literal bear.
He's a mascot.
Huh.
But what if we could turn the bear mascot and then the vampire slayer would be so heartbroken that they would
no.
kill each other?
Or what if through the power of love, the bear mascot convinces the vampire slayer?
Okay, well, listen, guys. The power of love is real, but turning people into other vampires before you join a sexy vampire crew is punishable by death.
I think I love you.
That's a lot. I did just say the power of love is real, but that's a lot.
Terrence, you're kind of coming a little bit strong, okay?
I don't think
Just
that's
And
take it easy.
that
all
was
of-
it was in my
easy.
head, and then I said it out loud. And
all of you know this to be Benedetta. The obviously nun related sexy vampire. Like they all have like archetypes. This is the nun archetype.
Yes.
So Benedetta just kind of like, again, like scoffs. Whatever your motivations are, all of you need to be focusing on is killing the vampire slayer, because it's not like we need recruits or anything. We don't need like numbers, you know? So we're just trying to like get y'all focused, like, you know, honed in, and then you can join our warehouse parties.
Nun archetype. Real.
we just get invited.
There's parties? Parties.
There's
Real.
only parties.
Only parties.
Do you send out invitations with like a detailed dress code maybe before these parties?
Yeah, we do.
And we do have to kill the vampire slayer. That's the only option.
That's the only option. We need
It's that.
like proof.
Okay. Okay. Like what kind of proof?
So I guess here's like an abstract like walkthrough for all of you. If you were to be sending a token to your vassal and you know it needs to be a blood token, what, just off the top of your head, what does that scream to you? What does that read to you?
Oh, like the
Teeth.
still beating heart of my enemy.
Elaine, you're so there. We just need to see it in practice.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, can you stomach getting the still beating heart of your enemy to me?
So not delivery cookies? We're not delivering the cookies to them.
I mean, we could take cookies and then come back with the heart.
Oh, okay.
What about blood tokens as cookies?
I mean, you know, there's red velvet cookies that has blood in them.
Buffy, Terrence, blood token. What are we thinking?
Fingers.
Fingers are they're okay. Okay, sure.
I was gonna say teeth, but I think that might be a
Ew.
little awkward.
No.
I mean, dental
That's
records
how you
are easily
identify people,
identifiable.
though.
Yeah, like
Okay. So I'm gonna give you 2 leads just ahead of time, okay? So what do we know about the Slayer? And like as Benedetta is talking, she's obviously gonna be like mouthing along some of the like things that she has like put together for all of you. The Slayer's personality type is
In love with a bear.
zealous
And
a bear lover.
aggressive. He's very aggressive.
Yes.
Aggressive
Yeah.
bear. Aggressive bear.
Aggressive
maybe.
bears, perhaps.
Maybe.
So-
Okay.
Human, non-human bear?
The hideout type is a mansion.
Mansion,
Yes.
mansion.
Elaine, you
A
got
large
it.
house.
The
I think
vibe,
Terrence got it first.
the like architecture. I'm sorry, Terrence. The architecture type, the vibe, the like, what
Yeah.
is, you know, is
Truly classic.
uh
It's very a cult.
Optometrist.
it's an
Nikki?
occult.
Very like this guy could be summoning all sorts of things. Oh my gosh, what if he's planning to sacrifice the bear mascot?
We have to get there quickly.
You got it, guys. You got it. Okay.
He cannot be
so-
suffered to live.
So the
that's a good
two
one. I could write
last
that down.
places that we have seen the vampire slayer, god damn it, the vampire slayer. I have 2 things, okay? 2 leads. We have the old church on the hill. The haunted church on the hill that betrayed on the hill on the church. You know what I mean? That one.
Yeah.
And then there is the meatpacking factory. So choose one of those two, probably circle back, get a clue, get a lead, and then kill the vampire slayer.
Got it.
I vote spooky house because I think that is most likely to have.
It's a church.
Oh, spooky church. I vote spooky church.
Are we
Are we able to
allowed
go
to
in?
go into churches?
Ah,
Do you
Only-
do you guys have any barriers to that? Because
I don't think so.
I mean, there's only one way to find out if we can go into churches.
only one way to find out.
I said Jesus Christ the other day and I didn't get struck down, so I think I'm probably okay.
What were you? Were you Christian before?
No.
Sorry, actually, is it appropriate to ask questions about people's human lives? Is that rude for a vampire?
Just go.
Okay, we'll just go. I'm gonna take a few snickerdoodles to go though.
Okay. Benedetta sinks back into the shadow and she disappears.
Oh, I can't wait to learn how to do that.
Oh,
said
I can-
loved her.
I can kind of do it.
Oh,
And
We're gonna go to her house, right?
Buffy, what are you doing?
Buffy is going to sort of walk backwards into the shadow. And then, to be fair, where Buffy was standing, there is no longer a person. There is, however, a very like chubby chinchilla that has the same like dyed black hair that Buffy has. And it like scampers under the table to hide.
that was pretty impressive.
It was, but it's not this. You know what? Never mind.
I mean,
But if you weren't expecting it, you would think that I just disappeared, right? Like I could do it somewhere where there's like a
Are you
curve.
talking in-
But what if you did it at a zoo?
Oh yeah,
Are
so I am talking, you are just hearing little shitters.
Okay. So the haunted church?
Yeah.
yeah.
Are you stuck like that for a while? Do you want me to carry you?
Stands
let me
up
carry
on her
you.
back paws.
Fluffy.
I'm gonna put Buffy on my shoulder.
So Sunny and Elaine both carrying a big fat chinchilla up the hill, up the church on the hill, betrayal haunted. There, for some reason, there was no lightning, there was no thunder or rain, but for some reason there's exclusively thunder and rain and hail coming down the size of like like pebbles truly on this church. There is for some reason like an ominous like green hue everywhere. The atmosphere is not right whatsoever. But this seems to be the betrayed haunted church on the hill that is Haunted Hill. What is y'all's approach? Because as Benedetta had said, this is one of the potential sightings of where the vampire slayer was.
Okay, so is there like a gate or like anything like that around this church? Like it's just kind of there. Okay. I think that Elaine, because it's raining, of course, has pulled out her big umbrella because it looks really cool with her outfit. And is walking around to try to find like a back or cellar door to the church. Because going through the front door is just silly. Of course we'll be caught.
Okay, Elaine. You'll be doing that. Is anyone else doing anything in particular or just following Elaine's lead?
I'm following Elaine's lead because, as far as Terrence knows, Elaine is a vampire expert.
Yeah, Buffy is also following, I think, still in
Also,
chinchilla form.
Chinchillas can't
as-
get wet, so I'm
Oh
But,
yeah.
Like as there's like a bit of a cross breeze, there's like little like dark dabs sort of running over your jacket as the hair dye was not permanent, and it is sort of coming out a little bit.
Literally, Buffy putting her own life in danger because of getting wet as a chinchilla. And Sunny following along.
Yes, I believe in Elaine.
Okay, got it.
This
Elaine.
is dry clean only.
Oh God. Okay.
Oh no.
I can't
but-
believe you're bleeding black blood. What's up?
Here, take my jacket. Takes off this extra large suit jacket.
Elaine, give me this will be a task difficulty 6. This will be another. We'll do another quick. So roll the d10 plus a 3 or plus whatever your quick is.
That's 9.
9, beautiful. Easy enough. There's no nothing obstructing you from getting in, no lock on like the gate or anything like that. You can just sort of like walk around, and easy enough. There does seem to be a cellar area, but it does seem to be locked.
Okay. So the front
There's,
door
like-
is not locked, but the cellar is.
The cellar is it's a huge rusted padlock.
I take my little like chunky heeled boot and I like kick the padlock.
Okay. Are you going about this in a way that you're trying to break open the padlock, or
Yes,
maybe
I'm trying
okay.
to break open the padlock with my heel to see if I can just break it
Incredible.
with my sexy vampire strength.
Give us a fierce.
Okay. What difficulty is that? That's only a 4, so
Oh no. Roll a do a tick on the danger tracker.
great.
Unfortunately, you're not able to do it with that big of a rusted padlock. It is gratuitously wrapped in chains all around the handles. And you are currently holding
An umbrella and a chinchilla.
an umbrella and a chinchilla alongside the buffest person in your team, just kind of like kicking at it with your kitten heel.
Sunny is gonna like say, "Hey, Elaine, let me try." And I want to grab onto every chain and try to rip it off on the hinges.
Yeah, I should probably let you take this.
Yeah. And Sunny, you have supernatural strength as a vampire, so you will be able to leverage your very unique skill here. So this is going to be a challenging difficulty. This will be an 8. So give me your fierce and roll with advantage, please.
So that would be 2 d10s.
Yes.
Okay.
But take the highest d10.
That's a cute
I got a
cat,
9.
Terrence.
You got a 9. Incredible. So
plus,
tell us how you plus your plus 3, right?
plus 3, so 12.
This is 12. Okay. So tell us how you just bust open these chains.
I think Sunny just picks up. Is your shoes off or is it stuck?
I think I managed to get my shoe out. Like I think I'm fully clear.
Mm-hmm. So Sunny just like goes in front of it, like arms. You can see the quarter on it, like muscles going in, and as she grabs onto the chains and just heaves it and slams it against the church.
Okay.
Whoa.
That is both incredibly hot and terrifying at the same time.
This is what you do when you have like garbage detail. This all garbage detail right here. All the gains.
Everyone sees Sunny in a very extremely hot way. Break open the chains. The cellar door is open, and you are immediately sort of greeted by like an acidic, almost vinegary sort of scent of like old wine barrels and like rotten paper in this cellar, but it does seem to be open. There seem to be no traps. This is just like a very open way through the church.
Great. They must be Catholics. Only one religion drinks this much wine.
Everyone, go ahead first.
All right.
After y'all.
How dark is it down there? Like completely pitch black?
Pretty pitch black, yeah.
Great. Awesome. It's a church in the middle of the night and it's raining.
And we're going into a cellar that was locked up.
Yeah.
No one's supposed to be going down. Okay. All right. Okay, I'll go. I think I can do this. Terrence. You got this.
I will follow
You got
after
this,
Terrence.
Terrence. You got this, Terrence. You got it.
Terrence is leading the charge.
Yeah, Terrence goes down in front. At first, he's like walking slowly, like almost like a cartoon, like crouched down one step at a time. Then realize, oh yeah, we just snatched the doors off of this thing. Being quiet is probably out of the question now, and then just starts walking. What do we see here?
Yeah. So let's see. Let's see. Okay. This is going to be our first near impossible task difficulty.
Ooh.
This is going to be, unfortunately, I'm throwing a lot of quicks at you. We'll spread it out in a second, but this is going to be a challenge difficulty 10 quick.
All right.
And all of us roll that?
Yes, everyone,
Great.
please.
9! Oh my gosh!
Do you have anything from your quick stat to add to that? Or
That is with
Any-
my quick stat. I
That's
rolled
with
an
your
8 with a 1.
okay. Charm,
8.
unfortunately, will not help you.
Nope,
here.
charm will
It's gonna
not
be an
help.
8. Okay. Make sure to tick on those danger tracks.
Yup.
I got a 5.
You got a
I got a
5?
4.
Okay. You got a 4. Okay. No one sees this. An unassuming old lady who seems to be in like widow black mourning clothes comes down with what looks to seem like a tray of cookies. She is, perfectly senile. She comes down. She's just like sort of staggering, holding her back. Hello, is someone coming in? This isn't the front door. I thought. I have cookies. I can't see you. Can who's down here?
Hi.
Oh, hello.
My name is Terrence. I'm looking for.
What's your last name?
Elena's like frantically in the dark, like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it!
Doyle.
Terrence Doyle. Very nice to meet you. What's your mother's last name?
Why?
It's just conversation between two friends. You've come into my cellar.
Well, you brought cookies, so I figured
I
you
did
wouldn't want
bring
to know about
cookies.
my
Would you like
mom.
to?
Elaine like
Would you like to
interrupts
eat
and is
one?
like, our dear friend Terrence here has been really struggling with his faith. And, we just felt that it was inappropriate to enter through the front doors at such a time of night when Terrence is struggling so deeply with his soul.
That's such a crazy thing you said. That's interesting. Oh, well, I can help Terrence with that. For only 69 installments of $69.99 through envelope, you can become the true savior. And now,
Is that in like a creepy voice?
Yes, the glamour comes off of the old lady, and the tray of cookies is just full of like bugs. It just like shatters. She like throws all of the fake cookies off the ground, and she raises the platter, which now for some reason has the sharpest edges you've ever seen, and she will now be fighting all of you right now.
So vampires don't eat bugs. Got it. I am gonna run back away from vampire, like monster lady that I have put myself next to. Is my first instinct.
Let's determine a marching order here. So Terrence, unfortunately, you're right in front of her face. Elaine, you're gonna be probably second from there. Sunny, Buffy, where are y'all kind of in comparison to everyone else?
I think Buffy is still chinchillaed up on Elaine.
Oh god.
So second. Please. I came in last, so I follow everyone in.
I've got a wet umbrella.
Oh, I have a straw.
You have a straw. Okay.
Yeah.
So Terrence.
Yes.
What are you doing?
I'm going to try to convince her that I want to live and I don't want to die, and they don't want to do this. They don't want to hurt me.
Okay. So that sounds like it's going to be a charming role. And Terrence, you have unnatural charm since you died. Again, as you said, like for some reason people find you fucking sexy and you don't understand. So you will be able to leverage this very unique skill for this very dangerous situation. Please roll me with advantage a D10 plus your charming.
Okay. That would be a 12.
Okie dokie.
Those baby
So-
eyes.
That goes past near impossible. So this might be very short. Thank you so much for the $10 donation from AJ, by the way.
Thank you, AJ.
The old lady, she stops in her tracks. What does it look like as you bring on that unnatural charm to this very unnatural old lady?
He just looks at her and he's like, hey, listen, I understand we all have bad days. We turn into things that we don't want to. It's like when you don't have like when you're hungry, you need a Snickers. It's kind of like that. But like, you don't want to hurt us. We're just here trying to figure out what happened to our bear friend. That's all. Please. Please. Those cookies look really nice. I bet you could actually bake. I bet your mom taught you some great recipes.
The old lady just sort of like lowers the very sharp silver platter. You're kind of sexy.
Sexy sax mysteriously playing in the background.
Thank
Hey,
you.
I won't fight you if you just tell me your real last name.
Boyd.
Okay. This confrontation immediately ends as the grandma turns into what seems to be the most shriveled up little like fairy you've ever seen. She hops onto what looks to be like a tiny little cloud, flies away, and Terrence, a little bit of yourself seems there's a little bit of yourself that is just lost forever, and you won't really understand how or why. But what the grandma leaves behind is leaves an address and a name. It is Sandra. She lives at 14 Bullock Avenue. And that is what horrible grandma fairy lady leaves behind.
Sandra of Bullock Avenue. Got it.
Yeah.
Sandra of Bullock. Elaine writes that down in her little notebook.
Did the
One-on-one.
bugs stay when she disappeared?
The bugs did stay.
Okay, Chinchilla Buffy has given into her chinchilla instincts and jumped
great.
off and is gorging herself.
I hope those aren't dangerous. Oh well.
Terrence, you did well.
I don't think a vampire chinchilla can be poisoned. I think it's fine. Terrence, that was so charming.
That
Yes,
was so
very
good.
sexy. Very sexy.
Are you okay?
You know, I don't remember what milk tastes like.
Oh, it's gonna be okay, son. Thank you for that. I think you saved us all quite a lot of trouble, and hopefully the cost was not too high. Fairies are real. Fairies are real.
Yeah, I think I shouldn't have told her my name.
Yeah, why don't we go to this address next?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Call me sexy.
well, you are, for what it's worth.
Just think of it like you're lactose intolerant. I am. I just can't eat two different types of cookies together. So.
Oh, if you get cookies without milk? Oh.
Like peanut butter and chocolate mixed together, bad time for me. Bad time.
Terrence is just clutching a metal straw, like tight-handed.
I mean, maybe if you... Buffy has unchinchilled now. Maybe if you
Jesus.
asked nicely, she would have let you anyway. I mean, she seemed pretty into it.
Let me.
Maybe if we see her again. She did explicitly say that you're quite sexy.
Oh no. I don't think you're supposed to with fairies.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
I think
And
we should
Elaine holds up
go.
her notebook and pen.
We should leave. Terrence just starts walking out.
Is it still raining?
As
She's
soon as you
fixing her umbrella.
walk past the threshold, it is no longer raining. It just is specifically raining in this awful Churchill area. Who will be leading the charge to Sandra Bullock's house?
I've got
I
the
am
address
not
written
going
down.
first again.
Okay.
I think Elaine put it in Google Maps.
Incredible. As all of y'all get to there, it is like a sort of senior citizens, like towns, like residents. Sure enough, you get to 14 Bullock Avenue, and it is late at night. So again, what is y'all's approach here?
Is this just residential, like a bunch
Yeah.
of houses? Okay.
Are there any? I think the first thing I would do is check. Are there any lights on? Are there any open windows?
Lights are off, no open windows, nothing of that sort.
Okay.
So smashing in is not the way to go. We're not going to do that.
It could be.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, I'll follow up. But I my smashing skill is. I can't remember the last time I was in a fight.
My coat's been through enough today. I do not need any glass shards in it. Does anybody know how to pick a lock?
So
That's
maybe.
illegal. That's illegal.
Okay, so look,
Yes, it is.
Isn't
Isn't that
I had a
exciting?
friend who, showed me how to do it. I think she was trying to flirt with me now that I think about it. But at the time, I thought it was just just teaching each other stuff.
Yeah, of course. That's
Yeah.
normal. You just teach each other stuff.
Yeah.
Like you could maybe teach us how to pick locks. Because that's exciting and criminal and edgy.
Not edgy.
I'm trying to appeal to either one of them to yeah, you want to do that.
Hey,
I
Terrence, you
would,
can
but
take the
my
lead.
nails.
Terrence, take the lead,
Okay.
I'll back you up.
Okay, Terrence. We're picking locks. This will be a 7 difficulty, the basic difficulty. Give us a sly here.
We're all crowded around watching.
You can do it, Terrence. You could do it.
That's a 10.
Okay.
Oh, I think I heard something click.
Masterfully. With probably, you don't even have the whole set of tools here. Just literally with what you have. Maybe even the metal straw goes in. The door opens.
Okay,
Good
I
job.
did it. Yeah. Thanks.
You're incredible.
Terrence, sexy points, +2.
I think it's +5 now.
Getting
Plus
I wanna
five.
give it-
slightly less off, but a little more
Sunny's
confident.
+10
Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
Well, let's go in.
Immediately, an alarm is going off.
I don't pick those.
I begin to frantically look for the little keypad on the house alarm thing, which normally is somewhere near the door. I would probably
Is
roll
it
for that.
inside? Is it inside or outside? The alarm thing. Is it just a generally alarm in the house?
It looks to be as soon as you pass the door threshold, there's just a little glowing platform thing here. Obviously, many ways to go about dismantling, destroying, or turning off the alarm system. Elaine, are you championing this?
Is it like?
There's like
Sorry.
a little like number pad
Okay,
situation.
great. I am going to put in I'm gonna roll and no, I'm gonna look around the room and see if I can see anything first of all.
Okay, incredible. This is gonna be crazy. So this is gonna be a difficulty
Great.
of
If I can see any clues that would tell me what the code
Sure.
is.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Is there like a graduation year? Is there a birth year? Is there something? Because like old people love to make their birth year.
Or it's just like your password is password. 1, 2,
It's
3,
just
4, 5.
exactly.
Like it's probably like 1950 something.
You're gonna have to give me a quick for this.
Great. That is a 7.
I needed you to give me an 8.
Damn.
So tick another box in the danger track. I'm just trying to get you to roll. You see?
Yeah.
The alarm is still going, and there's absolutely old lady shuffling in a room just down there.
Terrence, you can handle this.
Yeah, you're great at old ladies.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Are y'all trying to like pimp me to old ladies?
We didn't. You said it, not us.
Yeah. Maybe have cookies again. I do love cookies. Too.
I just randomly type in 1969.
It does not work.
No, of course not.
There is a shotgun click in the background.
Oh, she's got a gun.
Hello?
We're from the alarm company. We're testing your alarms.
Great. What does everyone look like again? Can you just tell me what you look like again?
I am a tall, gaunt-looking South Asian woman in my late 40s.
Sonny, you're 6'7" and you're shirtless or something. Yeah, you know.
Oh, crop top. I have crop top with tight pants.
Yeah.
I'm a sexy light skin and too.
Yeah.
I'm a sexy light skin and too big of a suit, and probably just needs a little haircut and lineup, that sort of thing.
Yeah, all of you motherfuckers, give me a charming, please.
Oh my god.
This is gonna be we'll say this is a challenging. This is gonna be an 8.
Would that be with unique skills or not?
Yes, for sure.
Okay, great.
So unnatural charm havers, please go ahead and use that.
Okay.
Yes, that is 10.
10.
Gorgeous, beautiful.
Also got a 10.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. So
did you say 14?
13.
13.
This old lady comes out, and from what you see of old pictures of the vampire slayer, this obviously horrifying, scarred old man is what seems to be you see kind of pictures on the wall, and you kind of are seeing what the vampire slayer would have looked like pre-scarred, just anabolic steroids and just jacked, alongside what seems to be a younger version of the woman that you see before you, kind of like a flattened Farrah Fawcett hair. She's trying to really maintain the volume in her hair. She's not doing bad. But you see her raising a sawed-off shotgun, just looking around at everyone. She has what are those called? Those night lamp lights on her head, and then she quickly goes and turns off the code. Elaine, you see that the code is 6969. And she looks around at all of you, turns the lights on, and just everyone at the alarm company is this sexy?
Hi.
That's why you play the big butt.
With my lock away, with the water splashing off and everything. I'm here to work.
You are. We're looking for Sandra. That's
How'd you
that's
get
the
so
name
wet?
on the alarm bill. It
Her
was
church.
Yes, the church was raining and just wiping back all the rain, letting it drip on my my body and everything.
Okay, I'm seeing that there's been a miscommunication. Okay, why don't all of you just sit down. Let me get some tea on. Let me get some cookies.
We love cookies.
Still holding the gun?
She puts it down. She'll put it in her room though.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
After
Elaine takes a very awkward seat on the couch and like is like observing the pictures, trying to like gather like as much, trying to infer as much as she can.
Yeah, easily enough. I'll say that this goes for everyone as she's just sort of like putting what seems to be like, you know, those sewing kits.
Yeah,
the
sewing
real
kit
cookies. The real cookies.
The actual butter cookies.
The actual like the butter cookies
So
shortbread.
she's white.
She's white. She's getting some black tea on. It is like 3 a.m. You know how it is. It's like the only tea that she knows. And all of you are sort of like sitting in like these like cramped, like almost baby powder perfume ass, like smelling couches. You're seeing what seems to be like, this is the vampire slayer's wife's house or something along those lines. There seems to be like pictures of children, pictures of what seems to be like that church on the hill that is also still like raining on the side. And like multiple like pictures of them like shooting guns together. This lady is also just as jacked. But obviously he is not here. He is not home.
From the photos, can we discern like a rough timeline of like how old she is, or like is there a time where he starts disappearing from the photos, things like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think she starts to take pictures, like there are family pictures, like maybe you're seeing an album of sorts where there seems to be like, there would have been like a family photo every year for like a Christmas. And at some point he phases out.
Yeah. Like
he's maybe there 1 year, the next, and then he's gone for longer and then shows up again, that sort of thing. This older lady, Sandra, comes out with the butter cookies, the shortbread, and the tea, and has like the cream on like the side. She's in like this like big puffy like pink like night robe, her like flat hair, sits down on what seems to be a very large like armchair, sinks down into it. Are you here for Stanley?
Assuming that guy is Stanley, then yeah.
Yes, we are. I notice he seems to take extended leaves from your family. How long have you been here alone?
40 years, I'd say.
You have a few children? Where are they recently?
Living their lives away from their father and their mother.
That must be hard for you.
These days, pretty easy.
Just to confirm, there are photos of both of them with like doing shooting together.
Yes.
Were you and Stanley in the same line of work?
You could say that. Taking people out. It became supernatural on a horrible day at that church.
Wait, the spooky haunted church that we were just at?
That awful woman.
Seemed okay.
You don't take cookies from another old woman. You only take cookies from one.
If I already ate those cookies, are we not allowed
not to come off as strong as I am. I'm not a fairy. I'm not anything supernatural.
Did she?
It would be okay if you were.
And like Elaine looks at. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Oh, I was going to say it's only okay if she doesn't ask you your last name or your first name and your mother's name.
Don't tell me your names. I don't want to know anything about you.
Elaine looks at Terrence and then looks back at Sandra and like begins to kind of clue it all together. And she's like, we think that woman at the church took something from us too.
I think she took my Stanley's sanity away from him.
I don't remember what milk tastes like.
You don't really need to.
Did you put any cream in your tea? Can you taste that?
Yeah, Terrence, can you taste it?
No.
It's cream, so I don't know. Is it different?
No.
Enraptured.
Just fascinated by this. When was the last time you saw Stanley?
It's been at least well over a decade at this point.
Elaine like takes out her notebook and like writes it down.
His new project, something about the undead.
Oh, so you don't kill vampires?
I mind my own big goddamn business, is what I do.
Okay, good. More people should do that.
Did Stanley say anything about bears?
No.
You mentioned Stanley took another woman's cookies. Before that, was he only eating your cookies?
I know what you're all thinking.
Are the cookies a euphemism?
He dipped his hands into other women's cookie jars. That's for goddamn sure.
We're talking about cookies in a metaphoric sense, not a literal one.
We're talking
What
cookies.
type of cookies? What type of cookies?
We're talking my shortbread, my buttercream, you know? My cream tea.
Well,
Okay,
Stanley's also been taking away our literal cookies.
I'm
We'd
so
like them
sorry.
back.
I'd like to outfit all of you so that you can take down this man. Take down my husband.
That's
Thank
a
you.
lot.
Listen, when a man eats another woman's cookies,
Something happens in your old age, and she gets up. She like moves to another couch, and she starts to like sort of take out what seems to be like the pull-out like bed of the couch, and it's full of guns. There's something that happens in your old age, especially if you don't regularly start eating the foods that you need to break down glucose. Stanley's weakness? Celiac. There's a gun filled with cookies.
So Stanley's gonna eat our cookies?
I
Stanley's
don't think
gonna-
Stanley's
none of my
going to be
cookies,
eating
and I
any
know
more
that-
cookies.
Stanley's
yeah.
gonna choke on him.
When we're done,
Gonna-
Stanley will
gonna
eat
gobble
any
on your
more
cookies.
cookies ever again.
By the end of this, with these guns, you'll
Stanley's
take that
very-
old man to hell.
Okay.
Stanley's
wow,
very
this
serious about
is-
these cookies.
All the
He can't
women's
eat
goddamn cookies.
Why did he take the bear though?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about with this bear, okay?
He took our little cookie man.
The man who gave you your cookies. I see. All right.
He just
Well-
happens to be a bear.
I'm
Don't think
still
too hard
convinced it's a
about
bear. I know it's a bear. This is a bear.
My mother always told me hell hath no fury. So I think my next date is probably going to be with a man. I think that's probably the best choice here.
That
They
being
all
said,
take some guns.
Yeah.
all of you are outfitted by Sandra with a new vengeance of like Stanley, this like roided up vampire slayer, this just general supernatural creature slayer. All of you are given the tools with which to take him down, and from there we are going to take a break because I think we all need to. There's been a gas leak, and Even vampires need to take a break. So we will see you in a few minutes. Tomasi, I don't know how to bring us out. We'll see you in a second.
Bye. See you soon.
Bye.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Once again, this is BIPOC VampDay. This is the game. Our game that we're playing is called This Vamp Is Dust, which is a hack of Grant Howitt's The Witch is Dead, written by Alyssa, who is one of our players for today. Again, make sure to hit up the Tiltify for, again, the Sickle Cell Disease Association of America. Throughout the weekend, we will have lots of wonderful other games, and as well as, again, tonight at 8 p.m., the live premiere of a very special VTM gameplay on the new YouTube channel, BIPOC Vampires, or Apachromatic Unlimited will be showcasing one of their Midnight Mass themed Vampire the Masquerade games. It's going to be very good. A little bit more about that at the end of our game. To recap very briefly, our newcomer vampires who love cookies and are obsessed with this missing bear paw cookie mascot. We have currently made contact with one of the sexy vampire crew representatives, Benedetta, as well as made it to this very driven church, cursed church, made it to what seems to be the vampire slayer's ex-wife's house, and have now been outfitted properly with all sorts of guns. Y'all, as the not quite sexy vampire crew, you have one more place that you can potentially go to, or you also have the address. You've known the address of the occult mansion with which the zealous and aggressive vampire slayer resides, who has your beloved bear mascot.
We're still at Sandra's.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna take Sandra by the hand and I'm gonna be like, I would love to know more about your life at some point. And I do have a question before we go. Do you know anything about the meat factory?
Well, just as much as people love cookies, people love packing meat.
Of course.
There's a whole factory.
Everybody knows this.
So if you want to pack your meat somewhere, that's where you'll go.
Did Stanley like packing meat?
Stanley likes packing meat as well.
Did he like packing other people's meat?
Love packing other people's ham, turkey, and sausage.
You deserved better.
Thank you.
So are we talking about meat anymore?
I don't think so. I think yes, but not.
It's a metaphor.
Yeah, that was the word.
A metaphor, if you will.
It's hard. It's hard to hear. But
I bet it is.
Experience it yourself if you must. Go be little sluts.
We'll let you know how it goes. And we
Thank
take
you.
our big cookie guns and we go.
And we go into the meat packing.
Bye, Sandra. Are we going to the factory?
Thank you, Sandra.
Should we go to the factory or should we go right in? We've got the gluten guns.
Meat packing factory?
Maybe there's something to the meat packing factory. I think, maybe this super soldier got like some kind of weakness outside of sugar that we
Yeah.
might need to look out for.
I mean,
Or maybe it's all a trap and we're all going to die.
I think sausage has gluten. It might be easier to trick him into consuming sausage.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, let's do it.
All of you make your way down this arbitrary city's meatpacking factory, where it does seem that it is late into the night. There should be no laborers or anyone certainly on the clock of any sort, but you do see people making use of the aesthetic for whatever reason. People who are scantily clad, wearing black, wearing underwear, all sorts of things. And despite the lack of hygiene, you know how people who are still alive love to be.
The living.
The living. White. And everyone making it down to what seems to be this major warehouse. You can hear the like thumping rave music. Making your way down, all of you are appropriately dressed for the most part. There doesn't seem to be anyone really batting an eye. It really just seems to be another party beginning to happen. And Buffy, we are going to, there's not going to be a specific roll quite yet, but you can smell that there's blood in the air.
Yeah, I bet Stanley found a lot of meat to pack here.
Do you think the bear would like some meat?
I think the bear only eats cookies, right?
Oh, that is true. Red velvet.
What if... Well, I mean, he has to have some source of protein.
The milk.
Oh, right,
and
of
then
course.
Sort of looks
Of
guiltily at
course.
Terrence.
Too soon. Too soon.
Terrence, are you going to be okay in this rave party meat packing?
Don't dance with anybody that looks weird.
Okay, so like, I don't think the worst things can happen to me at a rave again, because the worst thing that happened to me when I was at a rave was I got turned into this, and I don't think it's going to happen twice. So, you know.
If it happens twice, do you unvampire? Maybe if it happens twice, you'll get fangs.
Maybe they didn't do it right the first time. And that's why you don't have fangs.
I don't think I want to test that theory.
Second vampire bite? Question mark?
Or you could stab the straw into a vampire's neck and, you know, drink it out.
What if I did it to them instead of them doing it to me? I think if it's a vampire, I might have to have you stick in the straw so I can sip afterwards. Can I count on you for that?
Definitely. If you need gouge, I'll help you out.
That's love right there.
Dap you up.
Okay. I did a little roll on my end, and amazingly, Elaine, someone comes up to you. You can smell that they are human, but again, she is like scantily clad, probably like 30s, late 20s, that sort of thing. And she immediately kind of like, just like no sense of like personal bubble here, just kind of like goes up to you and it's just like, it's very clearly, oh, this is someone who's like, this is a vampire poser. And you're looking all around you. These are vampire posers. And you can see that she has like horrible, shitty little bangs. Just trying to evoke a certain sort of movie. I don't know.
Yeah. She's got like those triangle bangs, but they aren't like quite lined up. Oh.
Yeah, no. She looks like she's been sweating. You know how it is. And she just sort of goes, have I seen you around before?
Maybe, but this is my first time here.
Could I take you to one of our back rooms?
And I take a little look at my friends and I say, is this offer just for me?
You can bring whoever you want.
Then yes, you may. And I like put my hand on like the small of her back to like lead me along.
Lean over to Terrence and whisper, "Did you take notes on that? Because I think that was really good."
Leans over to Buffy. You know that Terrence only dates older women.
No, that's not. No. I mean, shit.
The girl, as like she's like leading you through what seems to now be like, you know, like animal carcasses, all of the sort. It is like noticeably cold for her, but you're like, whatever. She says, I think I know what's going on right now.
And what's your inference on that?
I think maybe you're trying to do a couple interviews for your next book. And I would just love a feature. Like, whatever you want to do to me, to anyone tonight, I don't know. Maybe you should include it.
Well, you'd have to be terribly interesting to make it into my book. So why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Can I show you?
Yeah, you can show me.
Okay. And all of you, the lights within this corridor of like animal carcasses suddenly become like redder and redder, more neon, more very like the music becoming like less like ambient, like thumping, and like more kind of piercing like violins as it becomes more and more just like devastating, threatening something. And it's like it's where they're having a fourth wall moment. Like all of you are hearing like suddenly like the classical music is starting to play, and she opens a door, and inside is a man who has been shaved bald and nude on like an X sort of crucifix, and it seems that there are autopsy lines on him as they are preparing him for some sort of sacrifice. And the girl turns back to you, Elaine. So we know that vampires love human sacrifices.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just wondering if any of you, like, I'm assuming this is like your book tour entourage or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you maybe have anything you wanted to add?
Oh. Well, I guess the main thing is, are there vampires present for the sacrifice, or are you trying for something a bit more esoteric?
We're trying to like maybe summon one tonight.
Okay. And do you do this regularly?
We do it like every night.
Okay,
We're kind
every
of
night.
desperate.
You're here in
Yeah.
the meat factory.
Yeah.
So I guess my first question is, from my understanding, many vampires can't precisely find human blood when there's so much animal blood in a meat factory like this. So I'm curious about your choice of venue. And like Elaine is like writing things down.
How's everyone else reacting to this? Because Elaine is taking it in stride, guys.
I think
there's a screaming man on a crucifix.
Oh, he's
So it's not a
screaming.
willing sacrifice. That was going to be my next question.
Yeah, no.
Is this a willing
Well,
sacrifice?
he's like muffled.
So he's okay, got it.
Buffy is a little distracted by the smell of blood, but after sort of staring at this man for a minute, she says, "Why did you shave him?"
That's a great question. Why did you
You know,
shave him?
vampires really like bears, actually. Do you have any of those?
Shit.
Yeah. This
Well, I
looks a
didn't-
little bit more in the twink realm.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
manscaped.com ad sort of thing.
a little bit twunk. It's a little
It just
bit
seems
twunkish.
like bears probably have more self-preservation, so they don't really come to this venue. Damn. Okay.
You don't.
Well, I'm
Also,
gonna-
you don't have cookies here either, so
What about what?
there's no cookies. How are the vampires going to come in?
How many people have you sacrificed now?
It's been like 17.
Okay. So these parties are within like the past month or so you've started.
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
these.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And have you successfully attracted any vampires yet?
We can't confirm or deny, unfortunately. Like we have no idea. But I'm gonna kill him because like obviously who knows what's gonna happen. We could have summoned vampires this time. Because what I did a little bit differently is that you see that on a little like nightstand, there seems to be a Bible, but again, there's this very strange green hue to it, and there's like a vinegary scent at the same time. We broke into this place. It was really fucking awful. So I think maybe there's something out of this that we can get.
The church is the place you broke into?
Yeah.
Immediately looks to Terrence. Terrence, you maybe could do this.
And then we talked to a guy who was like really roided up, and he gave us some advice. And he was like, yeah, maybe just try reading a passage from here and seeing what happens.
And you haven't done this before?
No.
Okay.
Did the guy know about the sacrifice too?
Well, we told him, yeah. And then he was like, go to this church, get a book, see what happens.
Oh, okay. And when did the guy come here?
Like yesterday.
Okay, yesterday. And he told you about the church and you broke it.
Yeah.
And you took the book.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know where, like, this guy just showed up here? Did he show up to one of the parties?
He always does.
Okay. Oh, he's here every night.
Yeah.
Do you think he's a vampire?
No. Oh.
I've never asked.
Oh my gosh.
We could go ask him right now.
I mean, is he here right now?
Usually he's not here until like, I don't know. He's kind of a partier. Okay. I'm gonna kill this guy right now. So I'll be just one second.
Hold on. Can I talk to you for just a moment?
Yeah.
Just private sidebar sort of thing here. Just before you do sacrifice, because like I'm not trying to fuck up your groove, but like I have some suggestions.
Okay.
You can trust him. He is so good at suggestions.
And Terrence, what do you say?
I say, hey, look, so this for vampires totally doesn't work, like at all, and I'm gonna tell you why, and then I'm gonna stab her with the straw in the barrel.
Oh, I love that. Okay, give me a charming with an advantage, please, with your unnatural charm to lull her in.
That is a 9.
Totally. She was already sort of like receptive to y'all's vibe, y'all's nature. Seemingly that there is like this famous author here. Everyone just sort of watches as Terrence does his usual thing, just like the very sudden like gurgle and like sound of a stick. And this girl, I mean, the way that you do it, Terrence, she's gonna die.
Yeah. This was not meant to like. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at it.
Absolutely.
There's a blood spurt.
Yeah. The sacrifice on the table screams more. He passes out. But thankfully, she and the sacrifice guy were the only people in here. But the book remains.
Well, she wanted to summon a vampire and she got some.
I do say, yes, I am a vampire. I don't have things. As I'm like sucking her dry.
She's like, that's so dumb. And then she dies.
Okay, like after I'm like, okay, so sacrifices? Is this a thing?
I mean,
you saw how she was dressed. She seemed like she really knows about vampires.
You know, I read a book recently called Fangs for the Memories. And I pull up my notebook and I like flip through my notes. And in that one, there were ritual human sacrifices to feed many vampires. I think it was like the vampires would have, but I think they had to be willing. Yes, they had to be willing sacrifices. So she did a good job. She did what she was meant to do. I didn't catch her name. So sad.
Neither did I.
On her choker, it just says like slut or something. So
well,
bad,
slut,
though.
you got what you
Not too
wanted.
bad.
This guy though,
Maybe we should what should we do with him?
Take him down?
yeah. Hopefully his hair grows back, and like Elaine kind of like starts unbuckling him, like
I'll help you too.
like
I
we
think
place
he's
him on the
suffering a little
floor.
shrinkage now, like that.
Does somebody
It's not
want
a good
people
look
could
for
call
you,
him a
buddy.
cab?
You gotta. Yeah,
You need a cab money?
I'd take her phone and be like, here, just use this.
Yeah, you know what? We'll use her phone and we'll call an Uber. We
Just
like book an Uber for this guy.
69. Does it work?
Yeah, it works.
I
It works.
hold it up to
It
her face with a face ID.
Yeah, it works.
Great. Yeah, Uber will be here in 10 minutes. So Stanley comes to these raves. He told them to steal a book to sacrifice somebody with it, and that would summon a vampire. There's no way that works, right?
We did end up here.
Yeah, I was
We
thinking
did.
that same thing, but I don't know if that's coincidence or not.
I don't
Also, if he's hunting us, but they're killing people,
Is this a trap?
Do you think he's transforming people into bears just to have more bears?
No, I don't think that.
Huh.
Maybe
I mean, he
he's
shaved
into
all the
bears.
hair off.
Does anybody want to pick up the book?
I mean, I wouldn't want to touch
What if
a
I
book that belongs. I feel like Terrence, if it
I take
is-
my pen and I like use the pen to turn the page, like open the book and turn the pages?
Is it already open to a page?
Oh, that's a good question. Is the book like closed?
It was closed, yeah.
Okay, great.
As you slightly open it, like sort of like astral tendrils begin to like just come out of it and like begin to like
Whoa.
rise up.
That's not
So-
normal.
I wonder if this book was perhaps a trap for Miss Slut and her friends and not for vampires. Because that doesn't seem safe.
So is it okay to call someone a slut if they have a slut on their neck and they're dead?
Tendrils still rising.
I'm gonna close.
Maybe we
the
should
book.
close that.
I, like slam it shut.
Is there anything that we can use to like pick it up? With
We should
us
bring that
without-
with us.
There's like a body bag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. For the-
Can I just go to the body bag
Easy transportation.
Yeah,
and just like throw out the dead body that's already in there and just
yeah.
take the body bag like cloth and wrap the book in it?
pick it up like dog style, like
Yeah, over the.
There's one last place, one final place.
well,
And that is the occult mansion itself.
we've got an evil book. Terrence doesn't remember what milk smells like, and we've got some cookie guns. I feel prepared.
Do you think we should get some meat for the bear too? Because I'm very convinced there's a bear there. And
Yeah. Why
maybe
don't we
need
like
some
take a
food.
rack of ribs or something?
I'm not carrying meat.
I
around with
don't
me.
have a cooler though.
Can I put the rack of ribs
Yeah.
into one of the body bags too?
Yeah. Just taking out the dead body in that
Oh,
one.
we're just going to be walking down the street
Putting
with
out-
body bags. That
Yeah.
won't cause any
Yeah.
problems whatsoever.
Should I call us an Uber?
I don't know.
We've been walking. It'll be fine.
Could you get
Yeah.
an XL with like the body bags? I'd like a little space.
Yeah. Great. I take out her phone again and I get another Uber. And like we put the Uber, I'm guessing like one of the Ubers comes and we're like, can you get this guy to a hospital? I don't know his address.
Sure. Yeah, it's just
Great.
completely naked, bald man. The next
You know
Uber
how
comes
these raves
around.
get. Kids these
We
days.
don't call it ambulance, we call it Uber. This is real life.
That's real life. That is
It's
very
very real life.
with 2 body bags, one full of meat, raw meat, the other one with a book. All 4 of you, with the knowledge that you all have at this point, you finally make it now to the occult mansion. There isn't like magical like lightning and thunder or rain. It is just seemingly this like old like gothic grandiose place. There is candlelight like on like every windowsill, very fire hazardous. Um, and there seems to be lots of like chainsaw noises coming from inside, a lot of like banging with like hammers and nails. But this is the only house on this cul-de-sac, this place of legend and haunt, this zealous, this strange, this vampire slayer who has had other experiences hunting other supernatural creatures as well as cheating on his wife.
Very
There's
important
much to learn, much to know, but do all of you feel prepared to come in and finally rescue your beloved bear mascot?
A man that awful does not deserve a house this nice.
Terrence, of course not. There's no way to prepare for this, but also we're doing it anyway.
If you do it, you'll join the sexy vampire crew. As we like pan over all of you and your like faces of resolve, Buffy, what do you have to gain again as like a reminder or like anything that you've just learned from your night? Why is it that you want to join the sexy vampire crew so bad?
I mean, I was turned into a vampire, and that means that I need to embody being like a cool, hot goth. But through tonight, seeing the way that people reacted to Terrence, who's the hottest of us, maybe what I am already is okay. Maybe I can join the sexy vampire club without making myself into this as much.
Terrence, same question. Why is it that you want to join the sexy vampire crew so bad? Or maybe what has changed about your opinion? How are you feeling?
I think Terrence wanted to be a part of a crew that considered themselves sexy because then maybe he's sexy. But he's been called sexy so many times tonight that he's starting to feel a little bit of confidence in himself. He's starting to stand up a little straighter, be a little less awkward. So maybe I don't need a sexy vampire crew because I already have one.
Elaine, same question.
I want that #1 spot on the New York Times bestseller list.
Yes. Yes.
But I haven't talked to one of my own fans in a long time. I didn't really know that I had young fans. So talking to that girl at the rave tonight was really nice. And it just showed me that my work is already powerful, but it can be so much more powerful.
And Sunny.
And also, I want this fucking house.
Yes, want this house. I love it. Sunny.
Well, it started with the idea of having more customers with the sexy vampire crew. Now it's like the saving of a loose bear that's in a mansion and the friends that Sunny made along the way. The sexy vampire crew. That is us.
All of you don't hear from the distance, but like maybe with superpower like hearing or something a mile away, Benedetta is just like, no, don't learn self-worth. We need recruits, please. But she's too far away. None of you can hear. And you're about to go into the occult mansion. Again, this is a high fenced gated place, lots of traps, lots of rusted over padlocks, and potentially some magic. What is the approach here? Are we splitting up?
I'm gonna check for like cameras.
Okay. cameras. Elaine's on cameras. Anybody else? Who's doing what?
I think. Okay, I have an idea. This is gonna be wild.
Oh no.
Terrence is going to take off his shirt and tie.
Yeah.
And then just walk up to the front door.
Yeah. What if we just?
And then just knock.
Okay. Buffy, Sunny.
Buffy is too distracted by Terrence taking off his shirt. She's not
Okay.
doing anything.
Never mind.
Can I, like, you knocked on the door, Terrence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I take the route of ripping the door handle, like the door hinges off, and say, like, shout, "Sexy Terrence is here"?
Okay. Okay, great. So just to clarify, Buffy, you don't want to hide or anything. You're just gonna stand like T-pose, like out in the middle of the yard.
Yeah, but because
Okay.
she has sort of, embodied her own self-worth as well, she sort of sexily lounges against one of the fence posts. So
Okay,
if,
great.
he's feeling more sort of cookies rather than meatpacking tonight, there's
Yeah.
Elena's like completely distracted in the corner, like, where are all the cameras? And y'all are like,
Hey, listen.
having-
Anyone can pack meat and anyone can eat some cookies. Okay, don't worry about it.
Also,
Don't let your dreams
we
be
know
dreams.
that Stanley's into tentacles too, so we got the book. We're
We
ready.
got the book. Oh my god. Let's do Elaine first, I suppose.
Yes.
This will be a task difficulty of 8.
Great.
And this can be sly or quick for you.
I'm gonna take Sly.
Cool.
6.
Okay. Let's see. So that is not quite equal
Yeah.
to or under your danger, so you're good for now. With a 6, unfortunately, there's no sense of cameras. You are distracted by your sexy friends, and the sexy vampire crew was the friends you made along the way all this whole time. So why don't we have Buffy and Terrence do a charming roll? And because Terrence, you have a natural charm, go ahead and roll with advantage. And Sunny, give me that supernatural strength roll. That fierce. And let's see. Task difficulties, we're going to go 8 all around.
11.
11. Okay.
13.
13. Okay.
11.
11. Okay. Again, Sunny, you break it open like it's a delivery service. This is an edible arrangement going around. Terrence, you're shirtless, you're tieless. All of you somehow have like giant guns hidden on your person. You know how it is. It's turned into Resident Evil. You know what I mean?
Sorry, are you packing meat or packing heat? Ayo.
Hey.
Perfect. The door opens or is ripped open again, and all of you sort of finally see the state of the occult mansion on the inside. It's carpeted.
Ew.
It's yellowing. It is what you might expect rather from an occult mansion, but on top of that, like, it's just ill furnished. And Elaine, you just know in your heart what you could do to this place.
Oh, this is such a good DIY moment.
And across from this home
Potential.
is the vampire slayer, scarred, G.I. Joe looking ass. What you have seen in photos, what you've seen in files, finally, the vampire slayer of this occult mansion. He himself has like all manner of like straps and belts all over him. He's got like a rosary, he's got a big like cross just tattooed to his chest. He is literally every single type of Slayer archetype that we can slap onto a man. And in this like awful like Batman gruff voice. Vampires don't usually present themselves this way. What's the catch?
I'm the catch.
You're goddamn right.
Hey!
Where's our friend?
We heard you like cookies a little bit too much, Stanley.
I like them enough to know that a certain group of vampires would come around and visit every day to have a cookie.
So was it fun capturing this bear out in the wild?
Where's Bear Paw Cookie?
Well, it was an easy, and then he kind of like gestures to like further inside of his home, and it's just like taped on like the wall is just like this like the bear paw, like the bear mascot with like the giant paws. It's just like this wilting like man, just like I want to die, like just like has been here for a week at this point.
So we don't know if the smell of the mansion is coming from the house or him.
All of the above. Who knows? And the Vampire Slayer it's just like it was fucking easy. It's just a fucking. You see that guy? I just wanted to take away something that you loved because that way I would lead y'all to me. We can finally do this dance.
Did you want us to like connect over having lost something that
No, I don't want to connect.
So
We
you
could
want
just
to
talk.
dance,
I wanted to kill you. I know I wanted to
why?
fight.
But why?
Sexily? Fight sexily?
Let's do another round of charming here from the group. This is going to be
Sounds like you needed more hugs when you were.
This is going to be difficult difficulty. This would be a 9. So if anyone hits this, which you
10.
probably will, okay.
11.
Okay.
Nice.
9.
Which
forgot my thing
exactly
for a
what you
second.
needed.
4.
Yeah.
A 4.
Okay, Satine. Oh, never mind. You didn't. I thought I was going to catch you with your danger. You didn't quite get there, but make sure to tick. The 2 sexy people, as well as Elaine. He just like, as he was like ready to like grab one of the like 70, well not 69 knives like on his person, just kind of like drops his arms down. What do you mean? Did I want to connect? We kill each other. That's the whole thing.
Well, I mean, you said you wanted to take something important from us, and I mean, we just talked with Sandra, and it sounded like maybe you had lost something important. So, you know,
No, I'm a selfish person who wants to hurt the people around me. I'm not like acting out on like any particular like reason. Like,
But I'm sure you didn't start off that way. Like,
oh my god.
you weren't always this way. Like, you got kids. You looked happy at one point or the other here. Like,
And I think we know just as well as anyone how manipulative the woman at that church can be.
yeah,
She can really take something from you without you knowing.
especially if you eat her cookies.
She took away everything I loved.
And was it worth it for the cookies? I can't imagine it was.
Gluten.
Wait. Hold on. She took away your ability to have gluten?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I know.
And now look where you are. Look what it's made you.
I can't taste milk anymore.
And then he goes over you and gives you a hug. I can't imagine that, brother. I can't even imagine that.
I can never enjoy cookies the same.
two like shirtless men just like holding each other.
Yes.
While they're doing this, I'm going to like sneakily sneak over and start untaping the bear man.
Okay, give me a slide, please.
Oh,
What
Lordy,
is
please?
what is Sunny and Buffy
7,
doing?
9.
Okay.
Sunny, what are you doing?
I do have this book. What can I
Yes.
You
can
Yes.
I open the book and is the tentacles gonna be swarming out and everything?
Yes, they will. As soon as you open the book, astral tentacles come out.
Do I know
You
this
can't
is the
you can't feel them though.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Can I as Terrence is holding this broken man,
Mm-hmm.
can I
It's okay to cry. It's okay. I
Can
know
I
what they
look
teach
at
us, but it's
Terrence?
okay to cry.
Can I look at Terrence and just like mouth push him in?
Okay. You're going to need to be able to withstand the book. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Whew.
So I'm gonna need,
Mm-hmm.
let me see. Because this is eldritch in nature, you can use your charming, but it's going to be near impossible. It's going to be a 10.
Okay. Let's hope. Let's hope.
And Buffy, are you doing anything also in particular?
Buffy was on her phone looking for a late night bakery to bring some macarons because
Okay.
this feels like a really healing moment, and she's
Right.
not noticing
She's like,
like the
gluten-free
book
cookies.
thing happening.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
With
Oh
oat
my-
milk. Don't forget the oat milk.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a 5.
You got a 5. Okay. Unfortunately, we'll see where Terrence's push roll ends up, but Sunny, you can start to feel a sudden other influence that is beyond yourself, something that your motive within yourself begins to change. It's not just about something as grounded as keeping your mother's business open. It's about maybe enforcing a new world where your mother is the eldritch queen of the new apocalypse, of the new daytime, the new night world. Maybe your mother will become the underwater god. Elaine, you got a 9. Oh my god. What was I even talking about? what did you roll for again?
I'm rolling for my ability to untape our friend from
Yes.
the wall. I'm rescuing the bear.
Absolutely. I think expertly you have maybe like a little tool. Maybe you can like break out like a pen you don't really love that much and just start like carving him out. And truly this is just like a 30-year-old man who's in a bear paw, like a bear costume. And he's just like, oh my god, thank you so much. I'm exhausted. I can't even see. Who is this?
I'm just a customer at the store. I just buy cookies. Are you hungry? Do you need? And I like pull out the cookie gun and I like pop out a couple and I hand them to him.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I need.
Yeah. Just get some sugar in you. I'm gonna go back over there now.
Yeah. Okay. Terrence, what are you doing? You're still consoling this man.
I'm supposed to push him into an eldritch book. This seems. We needed parts though. I mean, we don't need parts, but like just in case, I don't know if this is the right choice. So I'm like, okay, look, my guy, I'm gonna need some help from you. I can help you. You can help us, but I'm gonna need you to like sacrifice a finger, maybe 2.
What the fuck did you just say to me? Like
I
pulling
need-
himself away.
I need a finger.
Like where?
Oh no, not I need I need to take it back to some vampires to say that I killed you. But I don't really want to kill you. It seems like you need help, but like I need to have something to show that like
I'm like a bad hedonistic overindulgent guy.
yeah.
You'd probably actually really get along with them. Have you tried talking with them? They throw parties too. We heard you like to party.
Also, like I thought it was really weird about the whole like you're accepting of people like sacrificing people and stuff like that. Like I feel like you really are dealing with some truly awful trauma, and like this way you can actually get help.
Do you think that you're not a vampire because you don't have fangs? Because not all vampires have fangs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have fangs.
Sunny, you're beginning to like rise from the ground a little bit.
Can I say, as they're making this speech,
Sunny.
you hear in the background, sacrifice him to the Patty Queen.
What the fuck?
The what?
The Patty Queen needs blood.
That seems counterintuitive.
Eyes roll back.
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah.
like, now, can I say like the aura of tentacles is coming off of me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe we need to help them.
Yeah.
Yes, help me. Everyone jump into the book.
No.
Can you close that? No, I don't think you can.
Walking forward.
Yeah. Everyone now, the tables have turned. There's a new villain in town. This is going to be. I'll pass it to you, Satine. What role, what skill does everyone need to use at a task difficulty of 10 to bring Sunny back? What do they need to roll out of charming, fierce, sly, or quick?
Ooh, okay. I think because how Sunny is, I think it would be persuades and empathize with their business.
It'll be
they
charming.
know. Yes, charming.
Yeah, okay.
They have to know about their mom's business. They have to.
Okay. So this is going to be an all-around persuasion roll to the nether brain type of shit. This is going to be a 10 task difficulty using your charming, using your associated skills and such to bring Sunny back. Alyssa, what did you get?
I got an 8. So I think that Buffy says, I don't think you can even really call her the Patty Queen. I like the place across the road better.
You get lashed by a tentacle. Terrence.
Oh, okay. I got an 11.
Okay. Hold super quick. Elaine, what did you get?
With my advantage, I got a 9.
What do you say, Elaine, that does not quite hit, does not quite connect?
I don't know if blood sacrifices will make the patties better. What if you just tried MSG?
MSG.
Yeah.
Book coming more. I'm forming into the
People
book
are
now.
unreasonably scared of it, but it's not that bad for you.
Sunny's skin is beginning to like meld into the pages of the book. But Terrence, it is your words. You are Sunny's best friend. You having been the belief in like your joint sexiness, this belief in like community and everything. You love Patty Queens. What do you say? The final thing that needs to be done before the world begins to end, before everyone's very eyes, as the vampire slayer, the G.I. Joe motherfucker, does not know what to do at this very moment, has not dealt with things past fairies and undead. Terrence, what do you say to bring Sunny back?
It's not something that Terrence says, it's something that Terrence does. Terrence goes full Monty and snatches off his pants, drops down, and just starts twerking. Like, I know you're gonna do this with me, Sonny. You ain't gonna leave me out here on my own.
Yes, I think Sunny's gonna go haunches with the tentacles, just turn around and just goes to town.
So it was never about the
Elaine.
patties at all.
I
It was
mean,
about
depends
the
on what we're
bond.
talking about the patties.
We were thinking about it all wrong. It was the
Yeah.
other patties.
Other patties.
Butt cheeks clapping as you
Yeah.
hear.
Sunny, if you let the Eldritch in, the Eldritch will respect it respects the control you now have with your cheeks as well as within the pages. And this is just your new life, your new form now. But your sentience, the liveliness, the personality that was Sunny, this just true, wonderful Dembo who loves their mom, shines through once again. Terrence, you're probably still awkward, but hey, you have a lot more self-confidence in your body. Buffy, you know now that you are just with the sexiest people around. And hey, on the inside, you can reflect that just as well. And Elaine, you have the concept for what is probably going to be at least a 10-book series at this point. Yeah. Knowing what you know about the world, knowing that eldritch beings exist, fairies exist, and the vampire slayer, well, all of you still need that blood token. All of you technically need that blood token to join the Sexy Vampire Club crew. But all of you have already said, maybe it was inside of us this entire time. What do you all choose to do with the Slayer?
I want to look him in the eye. And I say, if you could say any one thing to Sandra right now, what would you say?
I miss her cookie. Cookies.
I think maybe you should tell her that.
Yeah.
So this is a sex thing.
Yes.
Glad we're caught up.
It's like Sierra's goodies.
She's
My
about
goodies.
women, and she deserves better than you.
She does.
I still need you though. You probably should.
And Elaine turns away dramatically.
Do you allow the Vampire Slayer to live, y'all? Is that what we're saying?
Okay. Instead, well, yes, but conditionally. You got to go to get therapy, bruh. You got to. Otherwise, we coming for that ass. And I ain't talking about the pack meat.
Okay. I'm on Medicare. All right.
Listen, we can help you. Apparently, old ladies like to give me money.
I don't deserve that, honestly. You don't need to, it's fine.
But Sandra does.
That's true.
I could put it down with Sandra, maybe.
She makes a good cup of tea.
Allowing the Vampire Slayer conditionally upon making sure that all of you get the therapy receipts. The Vampire Slayer goes back to his ex-wife's home to make amends. All four of you now go to your late night cookie shop where the bear mascot, freshly laundered, showered, and such, the 30-year-old guy, whatever his name is, continues to flip signs, do backflips, cartwheel all over the place with his giant, adorable bear paws. What are some quick epilogues here? Again, starting with Buffy. You have ousted. You've decided you don't need the Sexy Vampire Club. You've created your own. What do you look like now? Is there a change to your motive? what have you learned, etc.?
Yeah, I think that Buffy has learned that she doesn't need to be a hot goth. She just needs to be hot. And clearly, the hottest person is Terrence. And so the next night, we see Buffy in an oversized suit and a tie. She's gotten some glasses. She is just in Terrence
You know
cosplay
what?
now.
It works.
Baby
This
steps.
so much.
Baby steps.
I love this so much.
Speaking of Terrence, same questions.
Terrence changes very little in his life. He still goes to his office job, everything. But now, instead of being awkward around everyone he talks to, he actually goes out to places with people. Like when they invite him to go out, he goes, yeah, I'll go out. I don't only watch Love is Blind on Netflix by myself while eating copious amounts of popcorn and ice cream. Now, occasionally, I'll go out for a drink with someone.
Delightful.
Smash an old lady.
Yeah.
Get it?
It is psychosexualization, all of it. Elaine.
Elaine gets that mansion. She wants it. She does it, no matter what it takes, she gets it.
Yeah.
She is signing the deal the next day. She is holed up in a little office writing, and she has fun weekly salons where she invites her own capital S sexy vampire crew to come hang out.
It is rife with very helpful ghosts.
Yes, and
who
sometimes
will help
they have
you.
Yeah, and sometimes they have raves with willing human sacrifices.
Yes. And the ghosts have are actually able to tear up the carpet for you.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Sunny.
So Sunny goes back to their mother's restaurant. It's now a late night restaurant only, so it's like a mixture between Patty Queens and Bear Claws. So like it's now smashed together, and they still hang out with their friends and everything, but they do have a new friend. So in the back, on an altar, in a dark room, like Helga Pataki kind of like style, the book is still open, and I feed them copious amount of oxtail.
And she cooks.
Yeah.
And she cooks. You are now the proud new owner of thousands of legions of, the swarming undergrowth of eldritch known ambience beyond whatever, all of the words about the old ones.
Yeah, definitely bear related. So everyone's like a bear eldritch kind of like fusion.
Yeah. The concept gets very confused because everyone has like little bear ears and hats, but there's like also tentacles going on at the same time. We'll get there, but a concept, an aesthetic, you got to curate it. And I think that must be the end for our very strange Vamps Slay the Interview story.
We slayed that interview.
We slayed that interview. You said we don't need the job, actually.
Hired.
We don't need the job. Again, this game, this Vamp Is Dust, written by Alyssa, a hack of The Witch is Dead by Grant Howitt. Hey guys, this has been BIPOC VampDay. My goodness. Hashtag BIPOC VampDay. This is a weekend full of vampire goodness on social media. There will be the launch of Vampires of Color Volume 2, a partnership with the sister event Cause Gala, as well as in approximately 2 hours from now will be the live premiere of a very special VTM gameplay on the new YouTube channel BIPOC Vampires by Apochromatic Unlimited. You will see Alyssa there, as well as the wonderful Apochromatic Unlimited team. I'm also part of the show, but I will be there episode 2. This charity fundraiser raised nearly $2,000 for the Sickle Cell Disease Association of America with the help of wonderful sponsors and prizes last year. So for 2024, we are ready to make this year's BIPOC VampDay even better than the last. Thank you so much, everyone. Oh my God. Thank you so much again, everyone. My name has been Josephine at Scary Dog Friend. There has been multiple gas leaks in the area, in the studio today. You can find my work at Nameless Domain as well as Bad House RPG. We have lots of fun fall content over at Bad House RPG, as well as on Nameless Domain Pokemon Showdown Tournament, where we are. It is also a charity event where we have lots of fun performances from our Nameless Domain friends who will be fighting against each other with their Pokemon. I don't know how Pokemon works, but yeah, lots of fun stuff over on Twitter throughout the last quarter of the year. And I will pass it over now to Alyssa. Tell us who you are, who you played, and a little bit of where we can find you and all the things that you do.
Yeah, hi y'all. I'm Alyssa. I have played Buffy here. You can find me online at adisasterqueer, and you can primarily find me on Goblets and Gays, which is a podcast. Our main campaign is a Pathfinder 2e actual play in a sort of Bloodborne inspired, like gothic Victorian monster setting. But currently we are between seasons, and our between seasons programming is Void Heart Symphony, which is a sort of Persona 5 inspired game GM'd by the one and only horrible scary dog friend Josephine here. And it was a whole lot of fun. And that's me.
Pass it to Dimples.
Hello, everyone. I am DimplesNDice. You can find me around the internet at Dimples, the letter N, and then Dice. I've been playing Terrence Boyd. You can find me around the internet doing a bunch of stuff. Tomorrow, you can find me over on Amperstrano. It's a D&D 5e campaign, Homebrew World. I'm playing a captain. It is a class from Mage Hand Press. I have a little buddy. He's great, and he's trying to talk me off the ledge as my character is extremely sad about the fact that he doesn't know where his daughter is. It's not taken, but it could be. You can also find me tomorrow again, right after that, over on Jillian Foxglove's channel. We're doing a bit of fundraising for both her and Matt. Matt is moving to the US, trying to pay some visa fees for that sort of thing. It's a bit of a hike to move to another country. So we're doing a little bit of fundraising over there. And I have a bunch of pots cooking right now that will be probably happening over the next couple months. New BTM campaign, another D&D campaign. I'm a very busy man, but keep an eye on my socials. You'll see all that's happening. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We appreciate you. Please donate and watch the rest of the stuff that we have going on.
Yeah. Passing it over to Misha.
Hi, I am Misha. I played Elaine today. This is actually my first actual play campaign today. I didn't mention that today. This is my first time doing this on stream, and I had a ton of fun. I'm primarily an actor. You can check me out you can check out my work across social media as Misha's Voices. And if you want to support like other things I've been in, if you have little ones, my show, a show I am in called Hop is streaming on HBO Max and CBC Gem. It's about little frogs with disabilities. It's super cute. Please check it out. Yes. Oh, my pronouns are she, he, they, in case you forgot. Thank you.
And Satine.
Hey, I'm Satine. Pronouns my name and they pronouns are okay. And I was playing Sunny Baptiste. Pronouns they, she. Also Edric horror now. You can find me majority on Baddie Bards. So it's as I said in the beginning, all queer, all black, all trans, all astroing, in which I can allow to say now. Actual play podcast, and our current campaign is Echo, and it's a gay space opera sprinkling there of hair everywhere, and I play Pet, just so happened to be a space baddie things with revenge. And you can catch me tomorrow on Girls Run These Worlds on the Discorded Note, where I play a confused and lost Luma, Fungrel, because we're using Dagger Heart system. And you can find me everywhere on SateenBonnet.
Amazing. Thank you so much also to our producer, Tomasi Wolf. Spunky Taylor, as well as other organizers for the TTRPG AP side, thank you again so much for coordinating all of us, giving me this wonderful cast, and we will do all of this all over again next year. Thank you again, BIPOC VampDay. We will see you in 2 hours.